Hello learners, welcome back to this channel. My name is Teacher Evelyn. In this video we are talking about the 9 parts of speech, also called the word class. Now in English, parts of speech are groups of words classified according to the work that they do in a sentence. When we are speaking, we are not just talking words, we are sending a message to the receiver, and we have to pick and arrange the words in a way that our message will be well interpreted. An overview of the 9 word class: they are nouns, verbs, pronouns, adjectives, determiners, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, and exclamations, also called interjections. Let's start with the nouns. A noun is a name of a person, a place, a thing, or an idea. For example, we have nouns like teacher, Kenya, book, and freedom, where the teacher is a person and Kenya is a place, a book is a thing, and freedom is an idea. Dear learner, please note that in this video I briefly go through each word class, but if you need extended notes on each word class, I will put a link in the description box of this video, or at the end there'll be a playlist where you can click and learn more on each word class. So let's continue. In the sentence, the teacher entered the classroom, we have 2 nouns. The first one is teacher, which is a person, and classroom, which is a place. In the sentence, jealousy is bad. Jealousy is an idea. It is something we cannot see, but it's still a noun. And finally, in the sentence, smartphones are resourceful. A smartphone is a thing. It's something that you can hold in your hand. And we move to the second word class, pronouns. A pronoun is a word used in place of a noun. That means that you can replace the noun with a pronoun. Examples of pronouns include I, you, he, she, it, we, they, mine, and ours. Let's talk about it in a sentence. Jane lost her book. In that sentence, Jane is our noun and book is also a noun. We can replace the word Jane with the pronoun she to make the sentence she lost her book. We can also replace the word book with the pronoun it to make the sentence she lost it. It is important to understand that pronouns help us to avoid repetition when we are speaking. For instance, instead of one saying, Jane lost her book and Jane later found it, I'll just say, Jane lost her book, she later found it. The verb is another word class that is very important as it cannot miss in a sentence. For one to be classified as a sentence, it has to have a verb. A verb is something that shows the action or a state of being. For instance, run, eat, write, is, are, and think. Run is something that you're doing, it's an action. Same to eat, write. Is not an action, but it's rather a state of being. Are is also a state of being, and think is a mental action, so it is a verb. In the sentence, the boys play football. Boys is our noun, these are people, and football is a type of sport, so it's also a noun. Play is the action that these boys normally do, so play becomes our verb. On the other hand, when we say Maria is thinking, Maria is a person, so that is definitely the noun in that sentence. Is thinking. Is a verb, it's a state of being, and thinking is an action verb. It's something that Maria is doing, it's a mental action. We move to adjectives. Adjectives are words that describe the noun or the pronoun. That's very important to know that it only describes the noun or the pronoun. Examples of adjectives include words like big, red, tree, and happy. In our sentence, she has a new dress. She is the pronoun and dress is our noun. Has is the verb of that sentence. Now, the word new is used to describe the dress. The dress could have been old, it could have been gray, it could have been beautiful, but the person who is speaking decides to describe it as new. So new here is our adjective. We can also say Cairo is a big city, where the word big is describing the city Cairo. Another sentence, sloths are slow. The word slow is describing the animal sloth, which can take a whole day to travel a few kilometers. Let's look at adverbs. An adverb describes a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. You see that the difference between adverbs and adjectives. Adjectives describe nouns or pronouns, but now here we say an adverb is going to describe a verb or an adjective or even another adverb. Examples of adverbs include quickly, very, yesterday, and always. Let's look at this in a sentence. In the sentence, he answered politely. Politely is an adverb of manner. It's showing the manner in which the person answered. He could have answered rudely, but here he is polite, so he answered politely. To describe the person, we could have said he is polite. That's an adjective. But now it's the answer, it's the manner of answering. It's the manner of the verb answered that's polite. So we say he answered politely. I hope you understand that part. Okay, now let's look at the way in which an adverb can modify an adjective. Earlier on, we said sloths are slow, where sloth is our noun, are is the verb, and slow is the adjective describing the sloth. Now, I can describe how slow the sloth is. Slow is the adjective. And when I say sloths are too slow, the word too is an adverb that is describing how slow the sloth is. It's too slow. So here, the adverb has modified the adjective. Let's look at how an adverb can modify another adverb. In the sentence, she is singing slowly. Slowly is an adverb describing how she is singing. So it's talking about singing. It's not talking about the lady, she or her. We can modify the sentence to she is singing quite slowly, where quite is going to talk about how slow she is singing. Quite is not talking about she, the lady, nor is it talking about singing. It's here to tell us more about how slow the singing was. So, in the sentence, quite is an adverb modifying the other adverb slowly. I hope you understand it. And we move to prepositions. A preposition is a word that shows the relationship between a noun or a pronoun and other words in the sentence. Examples of prepositions include words like in, on, under, between, behind. For instance, in our sentence, the cat is under the chair. The cat is the noun, chair is also the noun. These are two different things. So you can see the relationship between the cat and the chair. The cat has gone under the chair. The relationship can change where the cat can now climb on top of the chair, or it can just move away where we say the cat is beside the chair. Another example, there is rubbish behind the class. So when you go behind the class, you're probably going to find a lot of rubbish. We say there is rubbish behind the class. The last example, take your feet off the table, because that is probably bad manners. Take your feet off. Off is our preposition. Conjunctions. These are joining words. It's like the junction of the sentence. We say a conjunction joins words, phrases, or sentences. Examples of conjunctions include and, but, or, because, so, although, therefore, and so many more. We've just said it joins sentences, so I have two sentences. I wanted to go, it was raining. If I use a conjunction to join it, I will say, I wanted to go, but it was raining, to make it one sentence, you see? Conjunctions can also appear at the beginning of a sentence. For instance, if I have the sentence, I am tall, and the sentence, I cannot reach the top of the cupboard, I'll make them one sentence by using the word although. Although I am tall, I cannot reach the top of the cupboard. Let's move on to determiners. A determiner comes before a noun and it limits or gives more information about the noun. You see, determiners are not adjectives, let that sink in. However, some words can be ambiguous, meaning that they can have more than one meaning and one usage. They can appear either as a determiner or an adjective depending on how you use it in your sentence. We have different types of determiners and you can watch them in the determiner video, link is in the description box, but some types include the articles, which is one of the most known determiners. These articles are three words, a, an, and they. We also have other determiners like the demonstratives, this, that, this, and those, possessives like my, your, his, her, our, their, and quantifiers, words like some, may, few, all. Numbers can also function as determiners, first, second, one, three. Let's use the articles in the sentence. The bus is coming. When we use the word they, it means that the speaker and the listener knows what is being talked about. The bus seems familiar. Not just any bus is coming or a bus is coming. The bus, it's something that they already had prior information about. The speaker can also say a bus is coming to mean that any bus is coming. It's just a random type of bus that is coming. They didn't know it earlier. It's a bus. They don't care which one it is. It's just coming. As bright as you are, I'm sure you have noted that we couldn't just make the sentence without the determiners and say bus is coming. It seems incomplete. So the determiner is always there to help the noun and the noun phrase. Finally, we made it to interjections. They are also called exclamations. We use interjections to express strong feeling or emotion when speaking. Now, examples of interjection include words like wow, oh, oops, and hooray. And as you can note, you can see we end them with the exclamation mark. In the sentence, hooray, we won the match. We can see the feeling, how happy the speaker was by use of the word hooray and the exclamation mark. We can also say, oops, I almost fell, to show the surprise, the expression of the feeling, the element of surprise in the moment one was about to fall, because nobody falls by choice, we all know that. I hope you start using the interjections in your writing, especially fiction, because most of the time students forget about this part of speech. Now, in summary, today we have learned about the 9 parts of speech and their functions. We said that the noun names people, places, and things, while the pronoun replaces the noun. We also said that the verb shows an action and a state of being, and the adjective tells us more about the noun. Adverbs describe the verbs, adjectives or adverbs, and prepositions show relationships. Conjunctions join words, while interjections show emotions. The determiners come before the noun and they limit the noun's meaning. Dear learners, in the description box there are links for videos to each word class that we have expounded on. And you can also click on the playlist appearing in your screen right now and select a video of your choice. Don't be greedy. Make sure you share this video to your classmates and your family members so that they can also learn. Until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.